So tomorrow it is an e-learning day. Remember, there's no lives tomorrow. So for language arts, all you're going to have to do tomorrow is take your grammar quiz, and your grammar quiz is a quizzes this week. So the link will be posted tomorrow morning. You'll take the quizzes, and that'll be your grammar. So I have the whatchamacallit posted, or displaying right now the answer key. So we're just going to go through this together, and yeah, okay. So remember, we talked about the conjunctions specifically, and, but, and or. Those are the ones specifically that we talked about. So for these like five or six, all you had to do was read the sentence, then highlight the conjunction, which lots of you didn't do. I'm not sure why you didn't highlight it. Highlight the conjunction, then write on the line whether the conjunction joins together, shows contrast, or shows choice. I did not do the line's just at the bottom. So you did need to highlight, though. It's really important that you guys follow directions. A lot of you, when I was going over these this morning, you followed like half the directions. Not sure why we didn't follow all the directions. But anyway, so soon the animals will need to migrate, or they will die, or is our conjunction, and that shows choice. Migrate or die. That's a choice. The next one, the mangrove trees have specialized roots and bark. And is our conjunction, and that joins together. By adding and, you're joining two things together. Lichen spreads on top of trees, but does not kill. That shows contrast. This happened, but this does not. That's contrast. Mulberry bushes and cabbage palms cover the land. Joins together. Mulberry bushes, cabbage. Put together with and. And then the heron caught the fish, but the eagle stole it. Shows contrast. Does anyone have any questions on those first five? You had to highlight and then tell me what it was. All right. The second part should have been super simple. I'm sorry. Because in parentheses, it already had what it was, so you just had to go back up here and remember that and joins together, but shows contrast, and or shows choice. So joins together, you had to have and. But shows contrast, so here shows contrast, you had to have but here. Shows choice would be or. Someone's giving me a phone call. Hello? Oh, I'm not typing anything. I'm just moving. But I can. Oh, no. I thought because it was already done, I didn't need to make a copy. Okay. All right. All right, bye. That was Mrs. Jones. She was just yelling at me. How rude. All right. I did. Hold on. I'm going to make a copy of this real quick. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Timeout. Let's go. Michael loves a timeout. All right, anyways.
Somebody, rock, paper, scissors.
Anyways, shows choice was or, joins together is and joins together is and. Is there any questions on page number 1? Pretty simple. All you got to do is add and, but, or. Not the most challenging page ever. Hopefully you guys did okay. I will be posting this answer key on the thing also. The next, you had to combine sentences and ideas. Some of you guys didn't ever like combine the sentence or anything. So what I did is I just wrote the combined sentence. This is how I did it. So is Dad and I toured the Everglades, comma, but my sister visited the museum. Number 2, the tour lasted 3 hours, comma, and I was glad my dad brought snacks. I'm glad that we brought snacks because it lasted 3 hours. The number 3, you could have used the word but or and. Either one would have fit. I like seeing the wild animals, but Dad enjoyed looking at the plants. Or you could have said, I like seeing the wild animals and Dad enjoyed looking at the plants. Although Dad, it does not need to be uppercase necessarily. We wish we could stay longer, comma, but our trip will end in 2 days. And we could go home now, comma, or we could stay for the slideshow. Okay? All right, so I think it needs to be and because you're not showing contrast. You're just saying you're adding the 3, like there was 3 hours, but I had food, okay? So it should have been and, okay, Miss Eden? Thanks for asking a question. I'm going to move on to number 3, and I did the exact same thing here, but with subordinating oh wait, no, maybe I did the exact same thing on the next page. Sorry. All right, anyways, my bad. Don't pay attention to me. I'm crazy. So, remember, subordinating conjunctions are if, because, although, after, when, and where. Those were the ones we were focusing on. So you had to use a subordinating conjunction to write a pair of sentences as complex. And after add commas where needed, type your new sentence below an old one. See, I totally lied about this one because I said it's normally at the front, but this one is at the end. So sorry, I told you guys wrong on Friday. Or on Monday. No, maybe it was Tuesday. Miss Knivel's got her days all mixed up. Yes, Mark, do you have a question? Is your hand up?
Wouldn't because fit for the first one?
I think it would. This one is a little bit tricky, okay? So
I was like,
because I wrote my report on you could say because I researched my topic thoroughly, comma, I wrote my report on the Everglades. I wrote my report on the Everglades, comma, after I researched my topic thoroughly. Or you could have said after I researched my topic thoroughly, comma, I wrote my report on the Everglades. So that one's got a few different ways to write it, okay? Number 2. When our class saw the sunset over the still water, comma, we all sighed in amazement. 3. Although we were on our best behavior, comma, going on a field trip was a privilege for our class. Although we were all tired after our day, comma, we continued to talk enthusiastically about our experiences. And remember, you have to add that little fancy comma in there between like the two sentences. And then lastly, because it was a great trip, we will go back again soon. Any questions on those? Some of those you could say a sentence in a different way. Mark, are you raising your hand again, or is that an old notification?
No, I accidentally raised it.
Okay. So if you did write it in a different way, make sure you read it to yourself and make sure it makes sense. Okay? And then the last one, we're reviewing, well, not the last one, but second to last one, we're reviewing conjunctions. You had to highlight each conjunction in the sentence and tell whether it is coordinating or subordinating. So, some fish can't survive in salty water, comma, but some thrive in it. And, but, and, or is coordinating. So I highlighted but, and guess what? Put coordinating at the end of it. Number 2, where there is salt water, the ocean is nearby. Okay, well, obviously there was no and, but, and, or the sentence, so it has to be subordinating. It was where? Subordinating. The Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean are home to many kinds of saltwater fish. Coordinating, there's my word and right there. You can keep saltwater fish or freshwater fish in a fish tank. That was coordinating because it was or. Then there were 2 in here technically. When I think of a conjunction, I'm thinking of this one but, which is where we're combining the 2 sentences. But technically you are combining 2 things by saying brighter and colorful. Well, more colorful. But this but right here is actually what combines the sentences. So as long as you had the but highlighted, then you're good to go. This one does technically have that and though there as well. And that would be a coordinating. So there was only one subordinating. The rest were coordinating. Okay. And then the final page, my favorite page, where you get to read a little story and make it better. And, man, sometimes the computer really helps you out. Like, it's already telling you how to fix stuff. But anyways, you needed to read what Mr. Tony wrote about the Everglades and how can we fix it. Camping in the Everglades. It is possible to camp in the Everglades. You will need a permit. Park rangers are, did I say it backwards, Mark? The 4 subordinating and coordinating? I might have said it backwards.
I only said that because 4 of them were for coordinating and 1 was for subordinating.
Yeah, apparently we didn't plan that out great, but park rangers are the best guides. They know a great deal about the park. You can take a paddle boat on waterways. You will see many unusual fish. It is worth it to see the Everglades because it's beautiful. So how can we fix sentence 1? It is possible to camp in the Everglades. You will need a permit. Look it right here. It's literally telling you, because you're on a computer, that this is wrong. So this is saying you could say and you, but that and you was not a choice right here. So it is possible to camp in the Everglades, comma, but you will need a permit. It is possible to camp in the Everglades. You will need a permit. It is possible to camp in the Everglades, or you will need a permit, or no change. We know it's not no change because our computer's already underlining it for us. The correct answer was A, but you will need a permit. The computer wants you to change it to and you. That would also work, but that wasn't one of our options, so we are changing it to but you. Okay? And then, what change, if any, should be made to sentence 4? Sentence 4. You can take a paddle boat on waterways. You will see many unusual fish. Okay, so we know there's like 2 sentences in here, so we need to form it into a complex sentence. It's literally underlining it for you, telling you need to fix it somehow. So, add a period after waterways and capitalize you. You could do that, and that would make 2 short sentences. Or add a comma after waterways and add the conjunction and. Add a comma after paddle boat, or no change needed. We know it's not no change needed because it's literally underlined. We know we need to change. I don't know why we would add a period right there after boat. That makes no sense. So I am going with B, add a comma after waterways and add a conjunction and. Are there any questions on any of these 5 pages? I will, of course, post the answer, whatever this thing is called. What is this? Oh, the answer key. I will post it for you guys. That way you have it for your quiz tomorrow. Make sure you take your quiz tomorrow. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me tomorrow. But like I said, your quiz is a quizzes quiz. It's not a Google form quiz, okay? So if you have no questions, you are free to leave me. I will be sending out another link in about 2 minutes for our island read aloud, okay?
Bye.
If you want to join the island read aloud, I'll be sending out another link in 2 minutes.
When is going to be our next route? When are we going to learn more roots and that?
Monday.
Yay, I like that. Because then I get to type a lot of fancy words.
Yeah, Monday we'll have some more, okay?
Okay, hopefully there's ints because I have like an 8-syllable letter word ready for you.
I haven't looked at what they are. I have my lesson plan template out yet. I just haven't done it yet. It's on my list.
Okay, bye.
So, all right, I'll see you later, Mark.